My name is Ngozi Adigwe and I played the role of Imelda in the movie TRAINSPOTTER. Imelda is a girl full of beauty, full of enthusiasm and laser focused in her studies. She was a young teenager who just gained admission into the university to study mass communication, and she started well, she started beautifully, she started seriously. Then she came across a trend on the net, and the trend spoke about the usage of hard drugs and all of that.
My name is Charles Faith, a 200 level mass comm student of Christopher University, and I played the role of therapist in TRAINSPOTTER. My role basically was just to talk to Imelda about what her actions brought her to do, the consequences of her actions, and literally everything.
TRAINSPOTTER is a very interesting and educative movie.
My name is Oyeneke Favor. I'm a 200 level student of mass comm. I played the role of the roommate in the TRAINSPOTTER.
My name is Amudi Perimde Irene. I was the welfare manager and the assistant continuity manager. I was the doctor in the movie who happened to save Imelda's life. Imelda was a student who usually takes drugs, which affected her studies and her health.
I am Matilda KDB, and in TRAINSPOTTER, I played the role of the location manager and the interviewer.
It's a mistake. So whenever you're angry, you have this face.
The film is basically about youths, teenagers who jump into trends, and it's like an educative film.
My name is Genevieve Isaac, and I'm Imelda's friend in the movie. I was also the production assistant.
My name is Ubo Grace. I'm a mass comm student, 200 level. Okay, in the movie The TRAINSPOTTER, I played the role of the librarian.
My name is Ape Judith Ozoma, 200 level mass comm, class rep. I am the production manager of The TRAINSPOTTER. TRAINSPOTTER is a movie shot by 200 level mass communication of Christopher University.
My name is Rachel Adekomi. I played the role of the assistant director and scriptwriter of TRAINSPOTTER. TRAINSPOTTER is about a student, Imelda, about her following the wrong trend, about reading her books, things that will make her acquire knowledge faster, but she was wrong about it. The main lesson to learn from this movie is that don't follow the wrong trend. Before you do something, you think. You don't just do things just because others are doing it.
My name is Nathaniel Mosoyekachi Jordan, and I was a crew member in the TRAINSPOTTER movie. I was actually also the drug dealer because everyone presumably thinks I'm a drug addict. I was once a drug addict, and that's the reason why I had to play the role, the drug dealer, in order to show that role.
My name is Gomibade Flora, and I was part of the crew members for the movie TRAINSPOTTER. The movie is basically about telling us on how not to take drugs or don't do drugs, focus on your studies.
My name is Kuye Dafe, a 200 level mass communication student. I was a classmate to Imelda.
I'm Onyem Chishikuchi Amaka, 200 level mass comm. The movie was actually very interesting to make. I like the fact of how everybody came together to work. Everything was so nice.
At some point, it was stressful. Mr. Ferrami is our director. He was able to guide and then teach us and correct us in certain things, so the movie can be nice.
It was actually very hectic because we had to do a lot of cuts and we're doing a lot of scenes. So it was stressful because my particular scene, we had to do it in one day, and the whole of it was tough. Especially the fact that I was new to all of this, but all in all, lessons were learned. So even if we have to do this again, I feel like I have some experience.
You know that one of the code of conduct for Christopher University is abstinence from hard drugs.
And I feel like the cast and the crew really did a lot of things. For the fact that some of them were actually new to it, they put in their best, and that's what I actually like about everything.
And I want to appreciate the director for all they have done for us throughout this movie, the editing, and the school for giving us the opportunity to shoot this movie. My experience in the movie TRAINSPOTTER was mixed with, fun and stress. So there were situations or days where I have to, change at intervals, and the days where I have to go hungry on set, and it was really draining. Also, it was fun, especially the night shoots, and I enjoyed everything in the movie. At the same time, there's sometimes I actually, I got tired at some point, but at the end of the day, we pulled through.
This is my first ever time acting, really, and I have to give a testament to like the director as well, Mr. Farami, because he helped me a lot here.
It was stressful and draining, but with the help of my colleagues, we were able to achieve what we did, and it was perfect.
It was tough because during the production, our director was giving us a very, very tough time. It was actually fun because we were both coming together, like me and my friend, my classmates, we were having fun.
It was fun, it was tough, it was stressful, but I enjoyed it. This brought out my talent and all that. It was actually fun in the movie.
The director is a nice person. At first, it was kind of tough, but with time, he carried everyone along, and it was indeed nice.
The director, Mr. Ferrami, all thanks to him. The movie is a nice movie.
Creating this movie was really, really tough for everybody. Shooting morning, afternoon, night, no resting and everything. It was really tough, but we saw the result at the ending and it was really great. We all did a great job together, working together and achieving what we wanted.
The experience was very stressful, and at some point it was fun also. We thank God for the successful movie production.
I want to give thanks to the school for giving us this opportunity to act this movie. So I want to give credit to the director, Mr. Ferrami. He played a very major role in coming up with this movie. So I say a big thank you to him, more grace to him.
The director is a very nice person, and at some point he was strict on us because we didn't want to pay attention and we didn't want to do it well.
But I'm angry. His director is a waste. Okay, they take like they give him call.
Oh, sorry. Sam, action.
Action.
But we thank God for everything. I also want to thank the school for putting in their effort and for helping us to achieve this.
The director wasn't really nice, yes. He didn't give us refreshments, yes, and he tried a little bit with like putting us together and coming up with this movie.
Our director was also helpful. He was strict too, but then I don't really blame him.
The director of the movie TRAINSPOTTER is Mr. Ferrami. His skills and his Anyways, Mr. Ferrami is very hardworking. Number one, Mr. Ferrami is very hardworking, and he's the kind of person that he will make sure you get everything done. He's more like a perfectionist. If you don't get it right, he will tell you cut, repeat it again. So I used to call him a workaholic because the way he contains stress, I actually can't. But at the end of the day, we still pull through. He's a lovable person, very playful. But when it's time to work, his head is in the game. When it's time for you to be serious, you are serious. When it's time to play, you play, and all of that. And I really like him, even though sometimes, if you get, but all the same, he's a good person. Very, very cool person.
Amazing director, Mr. Ferrami, akin to Rojo. He was amazing, and he was a big motivation for us when we were about to give up. I mean, he's good and he's hardworking.
Our director, he really gave us a tough time, but his doing was for the best of this movie and to educate us on how to be ourselves and everything.
And the school, the environment was very conducive for acting.
Okay, I want to use this medium to appreciate my department, the Department of Mass Communication of Christopher University. First of all, I want to appreciate my classmates. They did very well in the production, of which I appreciate. I want to appreciate the whole mass comm department, because we still had some people who were not even in my level that still, worked with us in the production. And this is not something everybody can do. I want to appreciate Christopher University for giving us the environment, because every single scene we used the school. And I want to appreciate the Chancellor of the school, Christopher Eze. Thank you so much, sir. I really appreciate your efforts and the work you put into the school and the students. And, a big shout out to Mrs. Nena Eze. I love you, ma'am. I love you so, so much, and I really miss you.
The school helped once again. Like they helped because I don't think we'll be able to would have been able to do anything if it wasn't for the school. I wouldn't have been able to meet these wonderful people I have as course mates, the wonderful people I have as like my director, and so all glory to God.
And I want to give a big shout out to my colleagues. You know, it's not easy. I'm on the big screen.
My name is Fermi Samuel Akinsuoju. I am privileged to be the director of the film called TRAINSPOTTER. And it is a film and a film project by 200 level mass communication students of Christopher University. And trust me, it is a film you must watch. It talks about do not follow the trend. And as my mentor would say, do not follow the trend because the trend is not your friend. And I add by saying the trend will end. So please, I beg you, do not follow the trend because you don't know how toxic the trend can be. Everything I know today, as I say, I keep saying it, everything I know about filming, about directing, all the aspects of filming, both in town and even in town, I learned everything from you. I learned everything from you, to the glory of God. If I could stay today to direct, I remember when I was directing TRAINSPOTTER, I was also directing the Faces picture at the same time. We were shooting simultaneously to a point that I was even getting the scenes confused that, wait, are we shooting for TRAINSPOTTER or we are shooting for the Faces picture? But trust me, it was a nice experience, and I give glory to God and I give glory to my mentor, Dr. Rafael Williams. Thank you very much, sir, for teaching me, for impacting me, because if you have not taught me, I won't be able to teach you. I appreciate working with them to a large extent. They made the work easy and they made it hard at the same time. Keep the good work up.